that work? Am I working? Good. Hey, welcome back to the amazing digital dating simulator. It's gonna be a long one, so we're just gonna go ahead and load. Oh no, it doesn't have my stuff. Okay. All right, here we go. So to make this go differently, I'm gonna sit next to the ragdoll. I take my seat next to the ragdoll girl in the blue skirt and vest. She's paying such close attention to the lecture. I hesitate to introduce myself, not wanting to disrupt her. To my surprise, she takes the initiative once Mr. Kinger passes to write some English letters on the board, a friendly smile on her face. Hey, new stuff, my name's Ragatha. I'm the class representative, so you can talk to me if there's anything you need, like an extra pencil or dealing with Jax if he gives you a hard time, anything at all. I like to remind people this is not a canon game. This is just for fun. It's a fan game. For fans. I can tell she's trying very hard to make me feel comfortable and like part of the class. As a transfer student, I appreciate the effort. Oh, that's not very nice, Raggy. Bad mouthing me to the new kid. Based on the grin on the purple rabbit's face, this must be the Jackson Ragatha I was talking about. Jax! She cries out, exasperated. Don't sneak up on me like that. I almost read that incorrectly. Listen, newbie, if you want to be the perfect straight A student, you can trust Ragatha to make that happen. Oh, thanks, Jax. That's oddly nice of you. But you're gonna bore everyone to tears, and nobody's gonna want to hang out with you. His current face so an obstinate smirk as he continues. Yeah, I want to have real fun. Be cool and be loved by everyone. I'm the guy to talk to. Rhoda's frown grows deeper as Jax keeps talking, interrupting her with her own rebuttal. I don't think Sins wants to go around pulling pranks on everyone, and I really don't think. Jax interrupts her again. These two must have some sort of history, leading to any gap in one another's argument and to berate one another. Yeah, I bet the new kid wants to spend all day reading textbooks. Good one, Ragatha. Jax offers a humorous laugh as he mocks her to her face. Well, that's better than being a jerk all the time. The two keep interrupting and talking over one another. How has nobody noticed the escalation argument at the front of the classroom? Evidently, the only one who wants to end this argument, which is me. What's wrong being a good student? Regular smiles, a friendly smile, turning to me with a look of genuine gratitude for turning the face to look at Jax again. See, Jax, people like Sins want to focus on their academics. Jax rolls his eyes and walks away. If he's bothered about losing the argument, he hides it well. Regular leans over to me. If you want, I can give you a tour of the school during our lunch break. I said that weird. She pauses for a moment. Only if you wanted, though. I totally get wanting to be left alone during lunch break. Well, she may not be the most assertive member of our class, but I can tell her smile and positivity are genuine. A part of me is excited to start our class tour, but another part of me worries that if I tell Agatha that, her downing on me might start to smother me. Also, I'm only playing this game for fun, not because of the stuff that's happening. Like I probably edited it out. So you probably know there's controversies with just stupid because the season's almost over, and plus the I kind of noticed the crew haven't gone together to do anything fan game related for fun, which is kind of upsetting because of the way people are going, and it kind of hurts me more that Gooseworks no longer wants to like be around the name Digital Circus because of a bunch of people being dicks. Just so you know, if Gooseworks comes across this, I do love your work. You've done an amazing job, and the actors also did an amazing job. I'm just upset that the other part of the people are not being nice because it's so damn hard to enjoy something that's popular. I was just settling into my desk and getting used to this place when something burst into the room. Principal Kane, how excited to have you in our class today. New figure turned to address us. At his side was a bubble with razor sharp teeth. I don't think I'll ever get used to this school. Kinger, class, how do you do? Principal Kane extends a hand, gesturing to all of us before freezing in place. With the sound of a person grinding against. After my chaotic first half of the day, I had worked up quite the appetite. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces. Around me, there was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I picked up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, as I scanned the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from class. Oh, I'll go to Ragatha. I grabbed a sandwich from the lunch line and looked around for Ragatha. She did want to give me a tour, right? Oh, Sids, sorry for keeping you waiting. Did you want to start our tour today? Sure thing. That's what I like to hear. Let's get started then. I wonder if I broke my record of getting through this game compared to last time. Again, this might not be much editing, but I'll play through as much as I can. She starts by leading me to the stairs in the middle of the school. This is the main stairwell. Our homeroom is upstairs, so you need to know where this is to get to class. She gives me a friendly smile before realization strikes her. But you probably already knew that because our class is on the third floor, and you would have had to take the stairs to get there. She sighs but regains her composure quickly, putting on a slightly less cheery smile as she takes my hand. Shake my hand. She walks to the left, taking us back to the lunchroom. This is the lunchroom where you can grab a bite to. She cuts herself off, eyeing the sandwich that I'm still eating. Wait a second. She puts her palm to her face. You just met me in the lunchroom. Regular size. So, you've already been here too, huh? She giggles nervously, putting on an even weaker, faker smile. She grabs my wrist with gusto, pulling me along with so much zeal that I feel like she's going to tug it out of the socket. I glance as she pulls me towards the next location. Pretty determined. Well, I can at least show you to our home. Wait, she just did that. Like, we literally just did that, Ragatha. We head back outside the lunchroom, and I'm halfway up the stairwell when she realized that I was in the same class as her this morning, so I've already seen this too. It's okay, I know you meant well. She clearly meant well. I don't see any reason to put her down. Ragatha perks right back up, as if all of her mistakes are undone by my forgiveness. Oh, well, if you had a good time, maybe I can continue the tour and excuse you from afternoon classes. Hell yeah, let's work. We stopped by the principal's. Kane is leaning against the door, bubbles coming out of his pipe. Wait, isn't it a violation of the code of conduct to smoke a pipe on the school grounds? Ragatha, Sids, what do I owe the pleasure to? Hey, Kane, I was just giving Sis a tour of the school, but I wasn't able to give them a full tour during lunch. Can I make excuse for afternoon classes so I can show them other places of the school? Kane stops a moment and nods. I don't see why not. Now go along, my scrumptious little scholars, and take the glorious work that is my academy. Ragatha turns to me, taking my hand in hers. Let's not waste any time, Sids. Next up, the library. So there is other places here. We visited the library. Row upon row of bookshelves crowd this room. Omni is sorting through a massive pile of books. Dry mulcher, migration habits of vultures. Guess she's still trying to find a book on culture festivals. We leave her to it. Something tells me if you didn't her ride, you would have helped her faster. Oh, look at that, there's Gingle's art. We also have an art class. As we walk through the art room, Sybil and Gingle are working away, designing posters for the school. I peek over Gingle's shoulder. She's drawing Pomni with generous portions. Nothing weird here. Gingle sees me and throws herself over her art. Don't look since. Sybil turns to me and glares. She's not done with it yet. Don't you know how implied it is to look at art before it's done? I was just curious. Ragatha takes my wrist and begins to usher me out. Sorry, guys. Sorry. She closes the door behind her and catches her breath. All right, time to show you my favorite spot on campus. We walk for several minutes. She leads me down the staircase all the way outside. God, the artwork here is so amazing, dude. I mean, it looks pretty good, honestly, especially for a visual novel. Most visual novels will use AI nowadays, which are pretty cringe. Some use AI for animations, and it also looks out of place because you know it's not like made perfectly well and stuff like that, and it's so distracting. Hell, there's some movie theaters. I mean, I haven't seen it since the last time I went to a movie, but there was a time where I went to see this one film, and there was like this AI movie thing. But I guess it never went anywhere because we never saw that shit again, honestly. Anyways, I see a large patch of dirt in the shape of a diamond surrounded by a chain link fence. Is that a That's the softball field. Do you play? That was apparently the right question to ask. Regular smile widens. Yep, sometimes I can get the other guys out here. Oh, my fucking hell, I bit my teeth. But Kane actually has a pitching machine, so sometimes I just go out here to let out stress. If you want to join me, let me know. I file the information away for later. And this is the bell to dismiss evening class rings. And now I'll walk us back to the locker so you can pack up and head out for today. Well, I guess it's the end of our tour for today. Time to head out. Didn't feel like a long day. I locked it to my locker. Also, did anyone else still use their lockers in high school? Because I was in high school and I didn't use my locker once. I think I only went there once to like understand where it was located and use it and stuff. But then other than that, I just carried my bag around. I do not remember what locker I had, by the way, so that was the fun part. I went through my high school years without learning about my locker. Because why the hell was I using it? Because plus I knew I would have forgotten my shit in there anyways. Entering the combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day. My mind drifts to the day's events. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. As I gather my things, a familiar dog walks up. Don't fucking repeat what I said there. Hey, Since, you getting ready to head back for the day? Yep. Regular looks around a bit, seemingly worried, working up the courage to ask something. You know, if wanted, I could walk you back today. How does that sound? Sure thing. Oh, awesome. She beams. Ragatha and I make our way to the front doors of the school. Hastens, the cherry blossoms, school background. They're falling through the sky and stuff. Romance music for some reason. She looks at me as if she just remembers something very important. This is your first night here, right? Sure. I mean, it's technically my first day here. The sun has barely begun to set, so I don't know why she's saying first night. I'll show you to the dorms then. She gives me a polite smile. I hate to let her down, but actually, Ragatha, my parents are picking me up today. Ragatha gives me a confused look. Are you sure about that, Sins? I think I am. I'm not sure why she's questioning that. But as she asked me the question, I try to remember what my parents said about picking me up today. I begin to discover worrying gaps in my memories. Oh, it's because I'm an NPC, isn't it? Did my mom or my dad drop me off? Was it someone else? What does the car that I was dropped off in look like? What do my parents look like? I begin to hyperventilate as I realize if it weren't for seeing my own reflection in a mirror, then I was washing my face in the bathroom this morning. I wouldn't even remember what I looked like. What's happening to me? In the corner of my eyes, abstract patterns. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. In the corner of my eyes, abstract patterns begin to fade in and out of existence. It's a kid's hands. Everyone goes through this the first day they're here. My, my breath begins to steady. The abstract patterns fade. Things start to feel. Well, normal definitely isn't the word, but at least a little more okay. They do? Yeah, it's this weird thing. Nobody really knows how it works. Most of us can't remember our own names. Well, at least I managed to remember my name. Unless somebody else made it up for me? No, that's ridiculous. Honestly, I haven't seen anyone ever leave campus. So we what? Just go inside and sleep on the floor of our homeroom? Regular laughs. No, can't actually build us a set of dorms to stay in. She says, offering a hand. Something to give us a break from the old rigmarole of going from class to class. I take her hand. At least you're there, don't worry. Regular smiles, suddenly masculine like a JoJo character. Gently as she leads me by my hand to a building nearby. My jokes are totally funny. Oh, I wonder who has which room. Hmm. The room looks empty. Really empty. The walls are plain and adorned. A gray mattress sits on a cheap-looking wooden bed frame. A duvet decorated with the school's logo has been set atop the mattress, as well as a pair of plain white pillows. In the back corner, an aged wooden desk has been set up with a few sheets of paper, a set of number two pencils, and some ballpoint pens in blue and black. Not even any pens in my favorite colors. Well, there's a lot of room to customize. She walks around and fascinates in my room, the plain wall making it seem bigger and emptier than it is. Yeah. I rub a hand across the back of my neck. Can we go back and hang out in your room for a bit? I really don't want to be alone here. Oh, I'm really sorry, since McCain doesn't want us in each other's rooms after the sun is down. She offers an apologetic smile. I know it's a silly rule, but he says that since this is supposed to be a family-friendly environment, he doesn't want us in each other's rooms at night. She backs out of my room, crossing her arms across the chest with a nervous giggle. I technically should even be in your room right now. The rest of our conversation continues with her standing in the hallway and me in my dorm. So that's it for today. Actually, funny part is, I went into the bathroom, and the second I was closing the door, something hit my neck, and I swept it off my neck, but it felt kind of big, so I was like, what the hell is that? I looked down, and there was a dead spricket. A small dead spricket. Landed on my neck. I have no fucking clue how. It was probably on top of the door when it died. Like, it was probably up there without anyone noticing, and it got squished. But I don't fucking know, and I was close to gagging, honestly. That shit was kind of gross. I mean, can you imagine that dead bug just falling out of the fucking blue? Weird shit. Yeah, I mean, you know where school is, right? And you remember all the places I showed you? I nod. It's a lot to take in, but I think I'm good. Oh yeah, I think I got it from here, I guess. Regular nods with a big smile. Good. That's good. We stand there. The conversation has definitely dried up. Neither of us knows what to say next. Hamburger. Well, I can walk with you to class tomorrow if you like. I'm not. That's something at least. Yeah, you know, if you are too busy being class rep and resident assistant. She smiles. Well, as class rep, I'm supposed to help new students get it acclimated to our academy. So I can definitely make time for you tomorrow. I smiled backwards as we exchanged goodbyes, and I closed my door. Maybe things will be alright. I mean, besides, uh, oh wait, it doesn't feel like I was sleeping long when the lights in my room flashed on, as if overridden by some remote console. The rooms in my dorm flies open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinkler. Doesn't that violate some sort of building safety code? Hello, my darling toy box characters. Visible cane analysis for what sounds like the hallway. Of all time to investigate. I'm sorry, the fact that Super has one of those hug pillows is fucking good, dude. I love it. Look at these characters, dude. I fucking love it. King, what the are you trying to pull this late at night? Haha, Zobel! His laugh is fast, forced, and manic, as if he used to this treatment but not too pleased with it. You're lucky I even let you get sleep. This he blurts out in a harsh monotone before recovering his cheery demeanor. I'm here because even with the culture fair pulling in new viewers, we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to. Which is why I secured us a sponsorship. Oh god, he stretches out the last word, using some sort of effect to apply an ethereal reverb in his words. Without further ado, I introduce you all to what is it? A drum roll plays from somewhere in the background. Regular looks a little more awake. The rest of us are still trying to shake off sleep to understand what exactly Principal Kane is talking about. Oh, the Wacky Watch! You see, the vendors for Wacky Watch has been having trouble finding a good audience for their product. But now we have the perfect setting, team drama. But we're adults. I'm actually now, Giggle. I know there's a lot to take in, which is why I've already taken the liberty of affixing a wacky watch to each of your wrists. Each of us glanced down. To my shock, the watch is already on my wrist. How did it get there? What in the? And don't try removing them either. They've been fixed to your wrist with a very special adhesive. And if you do try to remove them, let's just say they'll be taking a little piece of you with them. What the? Is this like that Broken Dreams game that I played, where if you try and take off a collar, it'll fucking explode? What the hell? No, I'm not going to explain what that game is, and no, you shouldn't bother looking it up. But also, that's kind of fucked. I can hear Gango beginning to whine as panic sets in. Pomni tugs at her vacuum watch, but no matter how hard she tugs, the wristwatch stays affixed. The glow stretching like a rubber band as she pulls at the watch. Ragatha just looks down with a resigned sigh. King, I can't remove the arm with the wacky watch. What the? I just now noticed that her sleeve was torn. Principal Kane ignores her complaints as he continues his monologue. You see, my turtle doves, in order to secure the funding, we need to make it to day 5. And the culture. Oh shit, hold on. Didn't mean to do that. Day 5 in the culture fair, I need you wearing the racket watch at all times. Luckily, I secured a deal where I won't need all of you to do ad reads. But it is of paramount importance that none of you install or try to disable your Viking watches. Good luck with school life. Can't wait to see you do the culture fair. Bye. He stretches out the last syllable as his body folds in on itself an infinite number of times, disappearing from sight. I yawn as I wake in my room. The clock on my Viking watch is this morning, but the only way I can tell is from the sliver of sunlight peeking in from under the door. I slid my school sheet pajamas off and look in the closet. Oh man. The series of perfectly pressed school uniforms right there, with a little tag on the sleeve of the nearest one. Take a closer look. Looks like Kane left me a note. Hi, Sid. This is Principal Kane. As part of your stay at our lovely academy, you have been provided a set of uniforms, free of charge. The price of your dorm is also included in your tuition payment. Looks like you and Ragged are off to an absolutely fantastic start. Good on you for befriending the valedictorian class representative and resident assistant. Ragged has a lot of people she's almost friends with, but it looks like you two might be building something genuine. Good luck. With formal uniform in my vacuum wash, I glance down at it. I have a text from Ragged. I'll be still walking to school this morning. Takes no time for me to find her door, literally right next door. The Ragged already standing outside of it. It's a cold fall morning. Ready to walk to school with me, since she takes my hand and hers as we begin our walk. She is surprisingly warm. I guess I thought she would be as cold as the outside. I mean, she looks like a rag doll. God damn. But she's as warm as any human. Did you sleep well last night? Yeah, I did. Thanks for asking. Still up for tea later? Yeah, I think so. Great. Maybe this evening. I'll think there's still some in the student lounge. Student lounge? Well, I guess I haven't shown you that yet. It's in a dorm building. I'll show you tonight. I smile back at that. She seems really eager to make plans. I remember Kane's note from this morning mentioning she has a lot of almost friends. I'm wondering if maybe she's just lonely. Well, let's get going before we end up late to class. She pulls me along, walking at a brisk pace as we head to the school entrance. Pretty good. So, how do you like the school so far? I shrugged. Don't know. I haven't seen her. Fucking hell. I don't know. I haven't been here long enough to really form an opinion. She nods. All right. Well, I'm sure you'll come to love it here. I'm not sure about that, but I guess it wouldn't really feel like I was talking to Ragatha. Unless I was also dealing with her relentless optimism. She laughed nervously. Last time I was late, they locked the entrance. I had to be outside for hours until somebody noticed I wasn't in class. They can't have unlocked the doors for me. Give her a word. Look, that's messed up. Nobody even noticed you were gone. Oh, no, wait. I mean, I have friends. She backpedals, crossing her arms. It was an honest mistake. Sure it was. As we step into the school, she turns to me. All right, since quiz time. Do you remember where our home class is? How could I forget? I went there myself yesterday morning. Ragatha showed me how the door. Up the main stairs and to the left, right? That's right, Sins. And she smiles. Hell yeah. Aside from us two, Kinger's the only one in class. Oh, Ragatha, Sins, good to see you two are getting along. He glances down at my hand, which Ragatha is still holding. She pulls it away, embarrassed. Just showing them the ropes. The way she pulls back reminds me of how she stepped out of my dorm last night. I wonder if. No. It's probably nothing. Totally nothing, dude. I mean, we're just friends. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Take my seat next to her, and Ragatha goes back to her cheery self, constantly raising her hand and answering questions as Inger quizzes the class on his lessons. Well, at least she gets along with the teacher. Ever fall behind in English, I know whose notes to borrow. And plus, Dad is her father. Talk with the utmost respect for Kinger. As the bell to dismiss morning class rings, we get up to leave, but Kinger asks Ragatha to stay back. I wait for her by the door. She only speaks for a moment, Ragatha nodding before turning to leave. Kinger told me Kane wants to meet with me to discuss his expectations for the Culture Festival. Want to come with me? I nod. I think I'll grab some food first, but I'll meet you there. So far, I do not have any choices to make. I grabbed the lunch of the day from the cafeteria before seeking out Ragatha, finding her outside the Kane's office tapping her foot. Hey, sorry I'm late, Ragatha. She notices me. Huh? She looks down at her shaking leg, embarrassed. Oh no, Sins, I wasn't impatient or anything. I'm just nervous. Kane could be. She pauses to find the right words for what she wants to say. A bit much. So I try to get to our meetings over as quick as possible. She laughs nervously. I nod. A bit much how? Oh, he asks you to host the game night, you say yes. And then he asks you to get all the latest game consoles and every board game in alphabetical order, even the really obscure ones. If you try to say no, he just kind of stares at you. She shivers. That does sound pretty intense. Well, I'm here to help you, so how do I help? I mean, it's not like Kang will do anything to hurt us. Just help me keep his expectations in check. She turns to the door, nervous. I really don't want to disappoint him, but not again. She definitely comes off as a people pleaser. So I know it sounds weird, and you can totally say no if it makes you uncomfortable. But if you can just, I don't know, try to talk to Kane if he comes up with any unreasonable questions. She looks back at me. I nod, and she lets out a big huff of nervous energy. The door flies open, nearly missing both of us. But if it isn't Ragatha and sins again! He smiles down at us, eyes bulging in excitement. Come, come! He ushers us into his office. Principal Kane folds over his desk before taking a seat behind it. Call me Charles Dickens, because I have great expectations. Go ahead and wow me, you two. And he's back in his chair as he walks in. As we walk in, puffing on a bubble pipe. Again, I'm surprised he's allowed to do that at school grounds, but if he's the principal, then I guess he can make the rules here. You want to talk to us about the culture fair, right, Kane? That I did, class representative. He takes the pipe out of his mouth and leans forward. We need a fire eater, a knife juggler, a cone candy machine, street vendors, a very type of Japanese food. I want a realistic reenactment, the story of 47 Ronin, a line of dancing geishas. Young lady, I've heard a rumor that the Prime Minister of Japan himself may be in attendance. Kane opens his hands as miniature fireworks go flying around the room. Well, Kane, regular struggling. My time to step up. The sounds doable, Kane, regular like a star. Don't you think it's a bit much? Regular does respond, but not stiffly. Well, of course, my people. I was going to provide the food myself. Principal Kane shakes his head as he regains his composure. He scratches his chin again. But now that I think about it, I don't see a practical way for you to do any of those things I asked you for. Is he actually starting to see reason? You know what? You two take the rest of the day off to start planning. I'm going to completely revamp my plan. Principal Kane laughs maniacally before dismissing us. Go on, you two. Have fun with the rest of your day. I'll be in touch. We leave Principal Kane's chaotic office. Phew. She wipes her brow. Thanks for helping me manage Kane's expectations today, Sins. I nod. You really came through for me. She looks down at me with a warm smile. Since Kane gave us an early date to start on planning, do you want to meet in the student lounge while we go over the culture fair plans? Sounds good. Great, let's get going then. She offers a hand, which I take. Come on, since Kane let us out so early, the weather's going to be a lot nicer. Oh, I guess I didn't think of that. No, I didn't think about nothing at all. And we'll save here for now again. Let me double check to make sure that I should stop. Yeah, we're 39 minutes in. Alright, so this is technically part one of the digital affairs, of the digital printers, of the digital academy, with our digital friends.
Enough!